Hello everyone, this is the teaser video for this coming Sunday, May 21st, which is also, we're doing baptism this day after the second service, but I'm going to let you see how my mind works on this one, and we'll see what you come up with, and then I'll tell you the passage. But basically what happened, soon I went on vacation. The title of the sermon is Autumn Leaves, which really has not a whole lot to do with the sermon, but my train of thought was when we were on this vacation trip, we went into, I think it was West Virginia, to a cabin or a house in the woods up in the mountains, and we wanted to see fall foliage, and the leaves were gorgeous. For about the first 3 days we were there. Then a heavy rainstorm came, heavy winds and heavy rains. When that storm was done, all the trees were completely bare. So we went from a beautiful fall foliage to nothing but bare trees. And when I got home, I started thinking, when I thought about how beautiful the fall foliage was, I just wondered, was there anything in Scripture that talked about the colors of fall and how they represented God or God's characteristics or anything about God? So I did a search looking for something about fall foliage, autumn, or whatever. Okay, that was where my look. And so I guess the first challenge would be, can you find anything in Scripture that talks about fall foliage, God's characteristics, or fall? I tell you, the passage I came up with that mentions it really is not talking anything about God's character or creation at all. Okay, so after that, then we get to the passage I actually found, and I found because it mentions the word autumn trees, and it's in the book of Jude, and Jude is only one chapter long. So it's Jude chapter 1, verses 11 through 13. And the whole book of Jude is about false teachers. And I've done a lot of sermons about false teachers. But I want you to read Jude chapter 1, verses 11 through 13. And as you look through this, you'll see some names, and like I said, you already know this is about false teachers because that's what the book of Jude is about. But find out the names that are listed here. Why are they listed here? What have they done that falls into that character that makes them a false teacher? And then the whole book of Jude is a warning. So obviously we're going to be talking about a warning, but all three of the people that are listed here, and they're listed as a warning as false teachers, each one of them kind of has a different characteristic of a false teacher. So that's the two things. One, try to find something in Scripture that talks about God's character and how it has to do with creation and the fall leaves. And then looking at Jude chapter 1, 11 through 13, finding the three that they list as false teachers. What character does what they've done represent in a false teacher? And you'll see that these are all common. Those three have common traits that are associated with false teachers. So this will give you some work. But understand that I was actually looking for something about leaves and fall and the beauty in God's creation, because I see God's creation in so many different things, and recognize His power. And doing a search for that led me to this message that led to about false teachers. So you kind of see a little bit how my mind works, but it'll give you some fun things to look up and dig into, and we'll talk about it on Sunday. So until then, take care and be safe.